Long ago, a king had a strange and unforgettable dream. One night, while sleeping peacefully in his palace, he saw the mighty Mahmud of Ghazni standing before him. Sultan Mahmud had been dead for nearly 100 years, yet he appeared as clearly as if he were alive. The king looked closely and was shocked by what he saw. The great ruler's body had turned to dust beneath the earth. His powerful arms, his strong legs, and his royal face were gone. Only his eyes remained. They moved restlessly from side to side as though searching for something they could not find. The king awoke suddenly. His heart was pounding. The dream felt so real that he could not forget it. The next morning, he summoned the wisest scholars, judges, and learned men of the kingdom. "I have seen a strange dream," he said. "Tell me its meaning." He described everything exactly as he had seen it. The scholars listened carefully. They discussed it among themselves for hours, but none could explain why. Only Sultan Mahmud's eyes remained. Days passed, and the mystery remained unsolved. One afternoon, an old dervish arrived at the royal court. His clothes were simple, but wisdom shone from his face. The king told him about the dream and asked for its interpretation. The dervish remained silent for a few moments. Then he spoke softly. "Sultan Mahmud's eyes are still wandering because he is amazed. He sees that the kingdom for which he fought, the wealth he collected, and the lands he ruled now belong to others. Everything he once called his own has passed into different hands." The entire court fell silent. The dervish continued. "The palaces remain, but their owner is gone. The treasures remain, but they belong to someone else. The world never stays with one person. Every king must leave his throne, and every rich man must leave his wealth behind." The king lowered his head and reflected deeply on those words. The dervish then said, "When a person dies, neither gold nor power accompanies him. Only his deeds travel with him to the next world. If his actions were good, his memory remains alive in the hearts of people. If his actions were evil, neither wealth nor armies can save his reputation." The king felt as though a veil had been lifted from his eyes. He realized that he had spent much of his life worrying about power and possessions, forgetting that all worldly things are temporary. From that day onward, he tried to rule with justice, kindness, and humility. He helped the poor, listened to the oppressed, and remembered that one day he too would leave the world, just as Sultan Mahmud had. Years later, people remembered the king not because of his riches or his palace, but because of his good character and fair rule. And thus the dream became a lesson for generations. The world belongs to no one forever. Crowns, kingdoms, and treasures eventually pass to others. Only good deeds and a noble character remain long after a person has returned to dust.